Hey guys, iHazCarrot here and I'm bringing episode 21 of Trading to 1 Million Coins. I know it's been a long time since last episode, but I'm trying to get you guys these videos more regularly and we have a load of trading in this episode. So last episode, I asked for 400 likes and you guys hit that within about 2 hours, which is absolutely insane. As you can see, we hit nearly 700 likes on that video, which is mad. So on this video, I'm going to ask for 500 likes. We're going to set the target a bit higher than last time, see if we can hit that, and I'll bring you the next episode as soon as possible. So a load of this episode is me selling some old investments which were like a bit failed, and a lot of sniping from the new squad builder challenges. So we're going to get into that now and I hope you enjoy. So this episode starts off actually by selling on some of our actual old investments, I believe. These were from the marquee matchups, which I kind of messed up on some of them, I believe, but some of them I actually got right. You can see here these players I had for about 1.8k, 1.7k, and I'm selling some of them on for 5k. I think some of these were snipes as well. It's been a while since I actually looked at these trades. But yeah, the Saudi Arabian players were old investments, but most of these players were actual snipes, I believe, because I was making mad profits on them. You can see I'm picking them up for about 1.6, selling them on for 2.5. I think that was from the squad builder challenge that the new Norwegian player of the year won, because I managed to predict that it would come out and I made a load of profit because I picked them up so much earlier than it actually came out, and I managed to pick up these cards real cheap. But you can see here, as that squad builder challenge came out, all the prices dropped and dropped. So you can see the cards I was selling for 5k were worth like barely 2k, if that anymore. But I made profit a load anyway. It was really good. But when you're investing, you just need to make sure that you sell as soon as you're in profit. Because if you hold on too late and other people start to sell, the price just go down and down and down. And I remember it was the squad builder challenge for the player of the year, well, squad builder challenge card, Jensen. So I was actually sniping these Danish players because that was a requirement for the squad builder challenge. I picked them up for about 1k, and I could actually check the price through compare price just because there was so little of these cards listed up. So you can see here in these clips, I'm buying the card. Once I get it, instead of searching the player on his own, I just press compare price, or I knew the price of the card already, and then I could just list it straight up. So I think I made a video on the sniping earlier on in the week. You see, I'm picking these cards up for about 1k, list them up for 1.4, making about a 350 coin profit per card, which is pretty decent. It was the CDM Tipperligan sniping plays. This was the method. So you can see here, this CDM picked them up for 1k. I can scroll through to check the price out of all of them because there's only about 4 pages on the market. And then I think the minimum buy now for this one was quite high, to be honest, for a silver. You see, for a bronze, sorry. You see, I tried to actually snipe one while I was checking the price, but I missed it. But this card was going for about 1.4k, which is really nice. And the next card we pick up is another silver. This was actually basically a minimum buy now snipe on him, and you can see there's only like 4 cards to the 59th minute for this card. Oh no, sorry, there was a lot more, but there was very little of these cards on the market. So that was why they're going for so much, because they're being price fixed. Everyone was using them. You see here, we get this bronze for 400 coins, and we managed to sell him on. I think we go through and check the buy now, and there's even less of this guy on the market. Like the first page already takes you to about the 40th minute, and he was going for 1.5k, so he made a 1k profit on him. And here you can see the cards that have sold on. We just cleared it there, and then we had still quite a few selling on. So next we just go back and do some more sniping. And then you can see we pick up another card for 500 coins at Derman. And just this sniping filter was absolutely insane, because since this required, it was just bronzes or silvers, all of those prices just shot up so much because the cards were being price fixed. Everyone was buying the cards, and then we made a load of profit. So the new team of the week came out, and I actually did a little bit of inform sniping, pick up these inform Lopez. I think I only made about 850 coins on that card, but it was alright. So this was my new easy method. If you were to see my video earlier, you just buy squad fitness cards for the minimum buy now. This was 850 coins, and you can list them from about 1 to 1.3k, and just like lazy buys will just buy them because they need it for their squad, and they sell on. You might have to relist it a couple times, but you can see here in our first list, I think 8 of the cards sold on, if you would have seen my video, which is really nice. So we clear those cards there, and we had 4 more selling on. But here was my failed investments of some squad builder challenges. So the Buffon squad builder challenge, it'd been over a week since he'd played his 600th game, so I guess EA did not fancy bringing it out. and also my failed marquee matchups for the international weekend. I bagged on the Saudi Arabia-Japan match, but sadly that one did not come out. But it was okay because I picked up these cards for the minimum price pretty much anyway. Some of them I overpaid 50 coins, but it wasn't too bad. So from those losses, I probably only made about a 5k loss at most, where from one correct pick I would have made about 20k profit. So it actually evened itself out. I still made profit from these investments, but I had some comments on my video saying people lost a lot more, and that's why you kind of need to vary your investments. Don't fall too heavily just on one team. You want to have like a range of stuff. Like a lot of people went for the England-Scotland match, but that did not happen. It was the Argentinian players. That was a big place to make profit. And then there was the Algeria match as well. Like not too many people thought of that one, and if people thought of those cards, they made big profits. So you can see here, I actually had a load of these cards because these were my investments from like probably about 2 weeks worth. You probably saw me pick them up in the video, and they're all just getting listed up. Most of them sold in their first time, I think. I was just selling for the minimum buy now, and Al Saudi was actually worth a bit more because the Argentinian was actually in one of the marquee matchups. So you can see the cards selling on here. Here is all of the cards sold on, except some of the Saudi Arabian silvers, which I'll relist up later in the video. So we clear that search there, and we're at 420k. I think we started this video at 390k, so we're already 30k up, which is really nice. And now we get into some sniping. So now you can see here, we do some more sniping with these new squad builder challenge. So this was the Liga 1 squad builder challenge to get the squad builder challenge card Lacazette. And to do this challenge, you actually needed to do a separate squad builder challenge for each of the leagues, each of the teams in the league. So you need 11 players from every single team. So my first sniping method I made a video on, I think it was 2 days ago. It was just sniping the goalkeepers, because the minimum buy now of all these goalkeepers was around 850 coins. And these were just like non-rare gold goalkeepers. So I was basically picking these cards up for 600 coins, 500 coins, 400 coins. So my minimum profit was about 100 coins per card. But since I was picking them up so often, you can see here, I think I've already picked up about 6 cards. And I haven't, the clip's been going for like a couple seconds. You see here, 400 coins, pick it up for that. The price did go down a bit because whenever there's new squad builder challenge, there's a massive hype at the start. And then when people start selling, the prices go down a bit. But they still stay pretty high. You can see all of those cards sold on. We're at 426k. We have a couple more cards to sell here. You can see I picked them up for 600, selling them for 750, making just over 100 coins per card. And I missed the clip, but these Saudi Arabian silver cards, I just sold them on for their minimum buy now. They all sold. They were really old investments, and those other 2 goalkeepers sold on. So next was the method which I showed earlier on today. This was me sniping yesterday night, and I picked up a load of Lyon players. So the minimum buy now of these Lyon players was at 850 coins. It was I think it's gone down a bit today, but it's 850 coins. And if I picked up a Yalet, a left back or a right back, those were going for about 2,000 coins because I guess they're rarer. So you can see here, Yalet and Moret were actually going for over 1,000 coins each, which is really nice. So I made quite a lot of profit on those guys. And you can see here, we have another Muriel, picked them up for 600, selling them on for about 2.1k, making myself about like a 1.4k profit, which is really good, to be fair, on one snipe. Like if you can make over 1k per snipe you pick up, the profit just stacks and stacks up. You can see here, those other fitness cards did sell on as well. We sold a Fakir and a Ferry, and we're at 43k, 430k, and once we bought some cards, we're at over 440k, I believe. So we picked up some Nkulus. These were really the cards that were getting listed the most. It was the Nkulus and the Mbiwas. But there's like a Maria again. We picked them up for 700, sell them on for 2.1. And there's just so many cards getting listed up. Like sniping, as soon as the new squad builder challenge comes out, is the best thing in the world. Like that is how I make 90% of my coins. The other percent is probably just like investments really, but that's quite risky. That's why I kind of prefer just sniping when a new challenge comes out. So we clear those cards and we move on to the next method, which I showed earlier today as well, because I did show 3 methods. If you missed that video, make sure to check it out. It's the most latest one on my channel, like 3 sniping filters. But this was the Marseille forwards, because the cheapest Marseille forward was going for about 2.5k, and these were like bronzes, silvers and non-rare golds. So I was picking these cards up for about like 800, 1,000 coins, making about 1k per card. You can see Gomez goes for 2.8k there. So those cards sold on We're at 450k, which is really nice. And now we do some more sniping. This was actually the sniping from my video earlier because I was actually sniping on this account. So like when I record videos showing you sniping methods, it is still going towards the trading to 1 million cores. So you can see here, me listing up these Marquinhos, picked them up for 750. The first one I sold on at 900, but then I checked his price and realised he was going for 1400 coins. So that's another thing. When you snipe a load of players, don't just all sell them for the minimum. Make sure to check the price of each individual player so you know what you're going to sell them on for. So you can see here, we're back to Leon sniping, picking up Nkulis for 700, selling them for 850. Those cards sold on, we're at 455k. And we have some more Marseille forwards here. You can see we're picking them up for 2,000 coins, selling them on for, I think it was 2.2k. So that's only a 100 coin profit. But here we picked up a Porsan Clement for 1.7k. He was going up for 2.2 as well. So there was a 300 coin profit. And then another card for 2k, sell on for 2.2, 100 coin profit. So this Valbuena I picked up from last night, I think. Sometimes the EA servers are really like glitchy and you'll pick up a card. You think, like you pick up a load of cards, you think you've listed all of them up. And then you'll come back the next day and there's a card still just like appeared in your transfer targets. Drop a comment down below if you've had that problem. It just feels like a card disappears, but like the next day it comes back. It's really, really weird. But you can see here, we're listing up the rest of these forwards and they all sold on right there. All at about 2.4k. And now we're sat at 463k. So this was a pretty long episode. You can see the cards I have left are all Belgian. That is just like some little investments if the Hazard Player of the Month comes out, and that will be released this Friday on the 18th. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash the likes on this. Can we go for 500 likes and I'll bring you the next episode as soon as possible. And subscribe if you're new to my channel. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.